EA Sports. It's in the microtransactions. Game. Okay. Today I am looking at the gridiron notes, most recent gridiron notes from Madden 21. I did look at one gridiron note. It was the original gridiron, or like the first few gridiron notes that were like about Madden franchise and how nothing had changed, and I did a whole rant on that. But today I'm looking at stuff that actually happened. This is after the beta, which I heard was not that great, but anyways, we're gonna do this today. Hopefully I don't want to be optimistic because it's EA. It's EA, guys. What do you expect? Do you expect actual change? No, you don't. You expect the same game every year. Okay, let's go. So you made it to where you can celebrate with one button this year.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Cool like that. Pretty sure is no longer necessary once we implemented the skill stick for ball carriers. All evasive ball carriers move can now be easily steered with a less stick input, with the amount of steering scaled per each ball carrier's special move ratings. Special move ratings.
Why?
Cool. I don't know how to feel about this. It's gameplay. This is gameplay. I'm not a big gameplay person. I just want franchise. Okay, new defensive back lock on mechanics, which can be activated in pre-play. You need to shuffle around the defensive pre-play mechanics and support it. Press LB L1 and activate the yada yada yada. The new lock on mechanics allows you to lock your user control player into man coverage behaviors and on a specific receiver when holding down the LB L1 button while you're locked in. You start your player relative to leverage on the lockdown receiver rather than the whole field, so this allows you to have more control over the movement of your defender. When in the lock on okay, it's just user. Okay, here are the ball carrier archetypes. I don't care. So agile, example, Christian McCaffrey. Agile, small, Tyreek Hill. Christian McCaffrey's apply to agile skills position, or example, Julio Jones. Okay, let me talk about Julio Jones real quick. So they're coming out the top 100 players today. By the time I'm recording this, it'll be, by the time I release it, it'll be Saturday. By the time I'm recording this, we're probably talking about top 10, top 5 players right now. Julio Jones is the best receiver in the game. I know you people want to say it's DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm a big DeAndre Hopkins fan. I'm a Texans fan, and even though Bill O'Brien traded him, I do not care. Julio Jones is pretty, because in my opinion, Michael Thomas is great. This is my list of top 3 receiver. Julio Jones, Michael Thomas are in the league, and then DeAndre Hopkins. But Julio Jones is the best receiver in the game because he's fast, can get contested catches. He's pretty much just everything in one player. He can do anything you need him to. He could probably throw the ball if you wanted him to. Probably wouldn't test that theory, but okay. Bruiser, slower rate of running, takes longer to change direction. It's just Bruiser. Example, CJ Anderson. Bruiser, quick. It's fast Bruiser. So Derrick Henry, because he's fast, big boy. Bruiser, heavy. Similar to Bruiser, but bigger carries who don't typically shed says. So it's pretty much just if you fumble and someone else, and then if one of your players fumbles and their defensive lineman or offensive lineman, or maybe they have just some big linebacker picks it up, then that's what you got. Upvoted feedback. User on defense feels slow and sluggish. This was consistent. As player ratings increase, the amount of ground can decrease. Okay, change back hurdle truck. Oh yeah, hurdle truck used to be triangle. Due to player feedback, we heard that I don't know how it worked before. So hurdle will be Y for Xbox users, triangle for PlayStation users. The hurdle, the girdle juke can still be used by steering the left stick while pressing the hurdle button to branch from a regular hurdle to a girdle. How would you juke and hurdle at the same time? Truck will be the same thing as last year. You just big boom. Same thing for probably hit stick. Just flick your stick up, big boom. The only move that Chuck will have the ability to branch to via the skill stick and the skill stick spin. After starting a truck, rotating the stick in either direction will combo a truck to spin. Chucks will not have the ability to branch to any of the other skills move on the skill stick. I actually do like the idea of the skill stick. It makes the players who actually have ability to play this game, I am not one of them, to like actually stand out. Not like the professional players that they're good, but they're only good because they know how to trick the Madden system. Madden tells us that only there will not be custom controller mappings available in the game so that each individual player can use the control schemes that fit them best. We agree. Unfortunately, this feature is not something we will be able to deliver this year, but remains on our list of features. You know how you can on the keyboard change your keys to like better fit you? Like players aren't reacting to a ball when thrown. That's been a problem in a lot of Maddens. This displays bugs in our catching system. Multi-billion-dollar company, but typically around miscatch animations coverage, this issue would be significantly improved for launch, and will continue support the area via title updates if more cases pop up. Dropped in options secured too frequently with a number piece of common feedback. We heard that these were too related to the bugs in the catching system. These have been cornerbacks aren't technically supposed to be best at catching the ball, but zone coverage doesn't feel effective. Zone coverage systems weren't completely tuned yet. Why'd you set it out if you knew that? Why did Okay, so improve reaction times to break on the ball, add logic to modify break on ball reactions based on the facing direction of the defender, meaning if he can clearly see the throw, well, he breaks faster than when he cannot see the throw. That makes sense. I like that. Improve zone behavior for defenders with zone coverage abilities. Fixed issues in cover 4, quarters, and palm causing zone defenders, and fix logic. They're fixing the logic against wheel routes. Who really runs wheel routes? Like, I didn't see wheel routes as a real problem. Maybe it'll be this year. Player switching logic doesn't feel intuitive. The beta had some changes to player switching logic that we wanted to get more testing and feedback on in an attempt to make more improvements to downfield player switching. Based on that feedback, those changes add more unintended negative consequences than we'd like, so we removed these changes so player switch logic will be the same as it was in Madden 20 for launch of Madden 21. That's good. To tell the truth, if your computer has the angle, do not switch on because you'll most likely mess that up. Film study ability. This is probably the greatest thing Madden's made in the last 10 years. Film study. It's pretty much where if you have a player on defense with that ability, they pretty much, if a player like runs the stretch 100 times, you know they're running stretch after about 5 times, because if they run it a lot in a row or run it a lot, it'll be hard to figure out how to counter that. But if you figure out how to, then it just proves that you're actually a decent player at Madden and not like the professionals who, outside the feedback around the defensive users, this ability led to the most polarizing topic among our community and exactly that we were looking for. Why would this have any why would this be polarizing? Everyone should like this. Everyone should like this. That unless you're the guy who won the Madden championship just running, then you might not be as happy, but who cares? Screw your feelings. Okay, here we are. DeShawn Watson 86. What did he do? Tell me what he did. He's a top 20 rated player. He's definitely not a top 20 rated player in Madden. He's was an MVP candidate for a while. Probably until like the last quarter of the season. I'm just saying, make it a 90. Maybe make Tom Brady lower. I just don't get it. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. When they drop stuff on franchise, I'll talk about it. And like and subscribe. And boy.